something to think of. Not that I assume anybody's going to want to just say. Okay, I think we are live now.
Hello, everyone out there in internet land. We are an improv troupe named the Wombats, and we specialize in improvising mockumentaries. So we're going to improvise a mockumentary for you today, and all we need to get started is a suggestion of some kind of event in your life that comes and goes that you look forward to.
Holidays.
4th of July, that's a great one. Okay, so we bring to you an improvised mockumentary about the 4th of July.
Hey, Pratt, what's your name?
My name is Dmitry Vladisov.
Dmitry, do you love the 4th of July?
Yes, I definitely do. I am from Russia, but I didn't like the politics there, and United States has adopted me, and I do love the country. I am all for freedom and oil.
What do you do?
I work as a construction worker nowadays, but I do have big dreams. I want to own a construction company. As you guys know, this is the land of dreams. So that's why I'm here.
When
Back
you,
in,
go
so-
ahead. When you think
Uh,
about the future, how does that make you feel?
my future looks very bright, just like as bright as your country, as bright as the country of America, and not like Russia, where Putin was not let me open a company.
Mm.
So yes, the future is bright like vodka.
Mm. Do you have any close friends in town?
My closest friend would be Maximov. He is also a Russian immigrant, but he immigrated a long time ago, so he doesn't have a Russian accent. He speaks fluent English, and he introduces me to people. And I'm very hopeful, even I learn fluent English.
Would you and Massimo, is there anyone that so you're trying to start a new business. What's holding you back from really getting this off the ground?
The banks aren't approving my loans. I go to different banks and they say, oh no, you are from a Soviet country. We don't give loans to Soviet people. But I showed them my freedom tattoos, but they still won't give me my loan. And that's why I'm stuck here.
Fine. Bob, what's your name?
I am Firecracker the dog. I am 7 years old. That's 49 in your years.
Okay, who's your owner? Do you have an owner?
Yes, I have an owner. Her name is Independence. Independence, the owner, they call her. Yes, and that's who my owner is.
Do you still live with your owner? Or are you lost?
No, of course I live with my owner. I spend most of my summers in the house. I'm an indoor type of dog, you know. Of course I live with my owner. Independence, the owner.
So
How
are
do you-
you,
Go ahead.
so 4th of July is coming up. So are you afraid of fireworks?
Funny you asked. I've never actually Well, the irony of my life is I'm named Firecracker the dog. I get jumpy every time I hear my own name. In fact, I've never seen an actual firework or been outside on the 4th of July. Every time 4th of July comes, I spend it under the bed. In, Independence, the owner, she doesn't like that. But 7 years in a row of Firecracker. Oh, I even get scared when I say my name under the bed.
Firecracker, what if you don't love firecrackers? Sorry, if you don't love what they do around the 4th of July, what do you love? What do you like to do?
I like to howl. Woo. I would propose a music festival on the 4th of July where we just sing in love and harmony. Woo! It gets quite lonely being a house dog. I would like to get out there in the world and make friends.
Fine. Amy, what is your name?
My name is Esmeralda Banks, and I actually run the Independence Bank, and that's where I work. And I live in town.
So Esmeralda, why don't you give the loan to Dimitri?
Well, Dimitri has had a poor credit, and him and I have had some history, and I know him on a personal level. I know he is not responsible. I know he does not do the groceries, he does not do dishes. I cannot imagine that he would ever pay a loan off to start a business. And I also know that he doesn't take relationships very seriously or believe in long-term commitment.
Are you animal friendly? Are you an animal lover?
Oh yes, I have a dog I've had for years.
Mm.
He's very sweet. He's a little skittish around fireworks, but fine, it's fine. We're going to work on it this year. Got some plans to get him out to maybe work on exposing him to the fire. Yeah, I love animals. I'm thinking about getting a bird too.
A bird? Wow, they'll love the 4th of July birds. They'll love it.
You work at Independence Bank, Esmeralda. Do you love freedom or independence, or is that coincidence just because the holidays coming up?
Well, I love the Independence Bank is so named because a unique loan bank where it's not necessarily about being independent from the United Kingdom, but it is about being its own bank, self-run, self-owned. It doesn't really abide by the central bank much, sort of a franchise.
Kristen, what is your...
Well, I am Mary Lou Madison. It's lovely to meet you.
What do you do, Mary Lou Madison?
Oh, bless your heart. Well, let's see. I have what we call an MRS degree. So I'm mostly a homemaker is what we call that. I do a lot of charity work, of course, a lot of civically minded stuff. I'm the head of a number of philanthropic committees. I head the town zoning board, which is a volunteer operation here in Clarksville. But mostly I'm just known for my stuff with the PTA. That's where I'm a real big hitter.
So would you call yourself a patriot?
Would I call myself a patriot? Now. You should be able to tell with just one look at me that I bleed red, white, and blue. I don't know if you noticed my last name is Madison. I am directly descended from the very Madison that was murdered by, no, just kidding. By the guy who was president. That's important. That guy on the $10 bill. That's him. That's my relative.
You're descended from Howard Taft?
Okay. You know, I get a little hazy on my history. I just know he was a president, I think, at one point. And I'm in the Daughters of American Revolution, which tells me that I'm a daughter of the American Revolution. And I never forget that. I never do. Mm-mm.
So, Mary Lou, it seems like Clarksville is a great place to be. You've been here a minute. How does this town really celebrate the 4th of July?
Now, normally there's a big affair down, a big old to-do down at the town commons. But this year, I'm aiming to get the party moved on over to my ranch, where I would show everybody a great old time. We're talking mega fireworks, like the big kind that are questionably illegal, and some really great hors d'oeuvres. You know, that's what I'm saying, partying style.
Now, could you tell us about your arch enemy? You've had some problems with that person.
Esmeralda Banks. She is a menace with that weird little dog of hers, and she doesn't participate in any of the things. She's not in the neighborhood watch. She's not on the PTA. She doesn't have kids, but it's not an excuse. She does not contribute to bake sales. She does not wear red, white, and blue on 4th of July, which is shocking. And mostly because her house is tacky. Real tacky. Tacky, ticky, tacky.
USA, love it or leave it. That's what she should remember, right?
I like to call it America because that sounds like real good, like real patriotic. America. That's good. Yeah.
Hey, Drew, what's your name?
My name is Independence. ENNDEPEINDANCEE.
Oh,
Could you tell us how you got that name?
So my mom and dad came to America, I think a long time before I was born, and they ended up in Clarksville. Well, I don't think they chose to be in Clarksville, but they love being in Clarksville now. But, you know, my brother's name is Freedom, and my other brother's name is Gary Johnson Jr. So just loves, you know, everything about this country. And so I'm really excited for the 4th of July.
Is there a Miss Independence?
I mean, my mom and dad, well, I guess that's my mom. I don't know about like Miss Independence. I guess I'm not sure of your question. There is a Miss and a Mr. and they're my mom and dad.
How old are you, Independence?
I am 11 years old.
What do you most look forward to for the 4th of July?
So I think 4th of July is really fun because of all the fireworks that we see. But like last year, both my mom and dad went to their country club to watch all the fireworks, but I had to stay home with our dog Firecracker, and Firecracker pooped and peed all over the place. And I was too scared to clean it up because I wanted to watch the firecrackers because Jamie had a Roman candle. He was supposed to have it. And so I was texting Michelle to come over because he had a Roman candle. And we went and played with Roman candle in the cul-de-sac. And then my mom and dad came back and there was still poop and pee everywhere from Firecracker. So I hope that doesn't happen again this year.
We all hope that.
so independence. Are you truly independent?
I mean, on my last report card, I got an N for like needs improvement, and that was for working well with others. So my mom said that I need to go to Montessori school
Mm.
because publicly funded schools are teaching kids things that no parent in their right mind would let their child absorb because I am a sponge. So yeah, I think I'm pretty independent. Yes.
What is your career goals, independent?
Right now, I um, I like to draw and I like to do poems.
Mm.
And I like to play with Roman candles. So
Mm.
my goal for this upcoming weekend is to find at least 7 Roman candles.
Mm.
Independent. I have a question. Oh,
Hi.
quick question.
You could ask it really quickly.
Independence, do you really have a dad?
I'm sorry. What is that?
I was just wondering, do you really have, like, do you live with your mom only, or you just miss your dad? Wish you had a dad?
Yeah, I don't really like thinking about that and that question. So I am home and I like playing with Firecracker and I like to draw and do poems and hopefully I can find Roman candles this weekend.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey everyone, this is Dmitry Vladislav. I moved to this great country in hopes, great hopes. Back in Russia, I had a lot of difficulties. Uh, for example, back in Russia, you on a Domino's pizza, you only get 2 toppings. And I moved to US and they had option for 5 toppings. I was so shocked. I was like, yeah, this is a great country. And I have been trying to make it work here. Back when I moved to this country, I was a foolish young man and I hooked up with a chick called Esmeralda. And things didn't go really well with us. I was a little careless back then, and so things ended on a bad note. But I wanted to start my construction business. I'm a construction worker right now, and I wanted to start a construction business. I want to make it big in this huge country. But I go to the bank, the only one we have in Clarksville, and to my shock, Esmeralda is the manager. And I go, and she just tells me that I am careless and I don't have a good credit score. I just went and checked my credit score on this beautiful app developed by this beautiful countryman, and the score was 750. So I think Esmeralda was just lying, and she still thinks I'm careless. And I don't know. I'm still really hopeful. I am saving money so that I don't have to take loan to start my business. And I hope this country really gives me a chance to become big and not like Russia where it storms me down with just 2 toppings of Domino's pizza.
Oh, I'm Firecracker, the dog. Um, I spend most of my time here with my friend, my fellow dog mate here of the house, Braveheart. We spend a lot of time here under the bed. Um, it's very difficult. I was supposed to be the brave one, not Braveheart. I mean, my family said, we want a patriotic pet. We're going to name you Firecracker the dog. And they expected me to go to these 4th of July celebrations, but I discovered I'm just afraid of firecrackers and Roman candles and all the rest. I feel as if I'm disappointing my family. I feel like a failure. Esmeralda and her son, Independence, the owner, I call him. He calls me Firecracker the dog. I just wanna have some courage, and make my family proud. 7 straight 4th of Julys. I've spent time here under the bed. 5 of them alone. Braveheart's new. It's a new addition to the family here. We're friends. Hopefully we'll be dating. Anyways, yeah, but this year I want to be brave and show up at the big 4th of July shindig I've heard about through the dog vine, I want to be brave and make my family proud. I just really, really need some courage. If you got some to spare, give it to me, I'm talking to you from right here,
Hello. Again, I'm Esmeralda Banks, the independent bank manager. So yes, I'm yeah. Sorry. So yes, Dimitri came in again today, trying to get a loan. And of course, he wasn't on time. He came 10 minutes early. I had to sit there waiting on the bench for the precise time that our meeting started, because I'm not starting that early. And of course, he wanted the money for his business, which is fine. But I'm not going to give it to him because, first of all, he broke my heart. He was very reckless as a youth. He even suggested after we dated that he wanted to date another woman and then also date me at the same time. And I told him, I said, this is ridiculous. First of all, you're coming out so blatantly that you want to cheat on me, and you think I'm going to be on board with this? No. But prior to that, of course, we had intimacy, and that's where independence came from, which is fine. But now I have this Mary Lou. God, this woman follows me around. It's almost like she's got some grudge against me. Everything I do just pisses her off. She makes this really annoyed face, like her upper lip gets all wrinkled up when she sees me, and I can tell she tries to be polite and stoic, but I know there's something festering under there, just a bile, one of those, think pus-filled sacs is just going to erupt one day. But my kid's at Montessori, and that's working for him. She can do all that PTA stuff, pretend I don't have kids, whatever. Yeah.
So today I was talking with my parents, and for next week, for the 4th of July, we're going to go out again, and I have to watch Firecracker and a new dog that we got. And I think they play really well together, but sometimes I just wish that Firecracker would be, a little more like energy. Maybe we need to give him like dog coffee or something, because sometimes Firecracker just likes to lie down all the time. And we talk, like I can understand Firecracker, and Firecracker sometimes tells me that Firecracker doesn't like the Firecrackers, and that Firecracker wants to like them. And they were saying earlier that they want courage and they want to do more things. But if that's true, then I think they should just do those things instead of just thinking about it. And so I know like no one's been talking to Firecracker. I said that like they should try and like speak, communicate with everyone. So I got on my mom's Amazon account and I ordered this like weird goo from China. I think it was called like Wuhan or somewhere. And so it is this like weird ointment that says if you let your dog eat it, then your dog will experience adverse side effects not limited to vomiting, dysentery, bulging eyes, hot dog fingers, and immediate death. But I thought that is this could be like one of the last things that lets Firecracker like talk, because Firecracker 7, and that's 49 in dog years. And so I love Firecracker, but I want her to have more energy. And so I think that this 4th of July may not be that fun if Firecracker just poops and pees everywhere. But Jamie's getting the Roman candles because his big brother drove to this one store 20 miles north of Clarksville and got a bunch of fireworks that he's not supposed to have. And so I think a bunch of the high schoolers are going to play in the cul-de-sac next to us. So if my parents aren't here, then we may go over, but I'm not sure everyone else is meeting. So yeah, I just want to make sure I can find Roman candles, and hopefully I don't get hit in the arm and bleed like I did last year.
Well, I have been working non-stop getting my house ready to celebrate America. America. Gosh, do I love the sound of that word. Now, I've been doing everything I can to convince folks that, like, there is no reason to go to the stinky old town commons when out here on the ranch, we're going to have a real nice time, and I'm going to have real big fireworks, and I just don't understand the resistance I'm getting. Somehow I think it's Esmeralda. I don't know how. Don't ask me. She's wandering around the halls of the Montessori school, giving me the stink eye and not having a kid there. It's very confusing. And then, or does she? I don't know. You know what? I like to not know. And then, let me tell you something else. There's a dog living at Esmeralda's house, which is next door to the ranch, that yowls and goes around like whining just constantly whenever I let even a little itty bitty M80, I'm like, this dog is not going to be able to handle this year's fireworks selection, which I got courtesy from my friends. Well, I won't even say who, but they brought them into the country illegally, which means they're real big. Can I tell you something else? My husband has been missing for about 2 months now, and I'm wondering if he's going to come back before the party. See, it'll look bad if he's not there to greet guests with me. Something I got to think about. But I am getting a bit lonely. I won't lie. My kid, I know she's around somewhere, but old Liberty's she's hard to track down. I guess she goes by Jamie these days. Anyway, listen to me. The party's going to be here at the Madison Ranch, presidential ranch, if you will. So be there or be square.
We now meet near the presidential ranch for the 4th of July celebrations.
Well, hello, Dimitri.
Hello.
You
Hello,
made it.
Malilu, Madison, my dear American friend. How are you?
I am lovely. You are one of the first guests to arrive, but surely not the last. Now, it's funny you're here so early on account of the fact that you're not an American, but
No. But I love your country. I love your country more than my own country, Marilo.
Oh, believe me, honey, everybody around the world feels the same old way. Everybody loves America.
Yes, America is my dream.
Well, if you want to fit in, you ought to put on some stars and some stripes and some in-betweens.
I have this freedom tattoo on my arm.
Oh, beautiful work. I love that. That's gorgeous. Did you tell them that when you get that, you got that down at the ink and supply, right?
Yes, and I also got these beautiful stars.
Oh, gorgeous. You know what would make me even more happy is to see you with a bald eagle on your arm. Somehow I think that would look real majestic. I got a couple bald eagles in the back if you want to see if they're feeling friendly, but I'd be real careful because they got real sharp beaks and talons.
Oh, I love bald eagles. They represent freedom, which I love, which I didn't get in my own country. Did you know back in Russia, Domino's pizza only had 2 toppings?
I did not know that. That is the kind of like disgraceful impingement on our rights that.
Knock, knock,
Oh,
knock, knock.
I need to go. I need to go. I need to go.
Come on in, Esmeralda. It's lovely to see you at this soiree.
Oh, hi, ma'am.
Where-
Yeah, I'm actually just stepping over because I was wondering if whether or not you had seen Independence, my son of 11 years.
Is he the little firebug? I think he's with my daughter, and I do not know where they might be. They could be on the ranch or they could be off the ranch. You know what I mean? But whatever it is, they're going to have a whole lot of firepower with them. I mean, fireworks. You know what I mean? And not that dog.
Are you referring to my dog? I don't.
I'm just saying, I'm referring to real fireworks, not the dog.
Yeah, how's very colorful.
Yeah.
Yeah, very a lot of decorations, I would say.
You're a very observant woman as always, Esmeralda, and your powers of observation never cease to amaze me. Now, like any true red-blooded American, I am bleeding red, white, and blue today, and I noticed that you are conspicuously not wearing any of those colors.
Well, yes, I prefer to keep it on the DL, you know. I don't feel the need to be so gauche about it.
You are a confusing woman, Esmeralda, but we are neighbors, and in the spirit of neighborliness, I invite you to stay, have a cupcake, maybe put on a bandana or something, or go see the bald eagles in the back. You're also welcome to roam the property looking for your kid.
Yes.
Mom.
Oh, Independence.
I'll let you guys get to it then.
I let off too many fireworks.
Oh,
I got like kind of electrocuted playing with the older guys, and firework ran away. I can't find firework. I'm sorry.
face is all dirty. You have soot all over. Can't you take better care of yourself?
I know. I am a disgusting little boy, and I apologize. But I don't know where Firecracker is.
Oh, the dog? Well, he was there. I got him for you to keep you distracted from just going on. Freeze. My son has it in his head that he still has a dad, and he does not. Dimitri is not in the life. So I got him Firecracker to distract him from this, yet he can't even keep hold of the dog. I mean, is he related to his dad? Yeah, I guess. Unfreeze. Oh, look, son. There's Firecracker right behind you. As always. Hi, Firecracker.
I'm alone and afraid. Freeze.
It's okay. I see you. Come over here, boy. Come, let's go this way.
Freeze. Oh, I really love Independence. He would never purposely try to scare me. I love him unconditionally.
Hey, do you think that if I light a firecracker, you think maybe this year Firecracker will be okay?
You know, it doesn't bother me much, darling, as long as you do it outside. I mean, Firecracker really needs to learn to deal with it. But
Freeze. I love Independence so much. I want to be brave for him. I'm failing so far, but I'm going to try really hard because he loves me and I love him. I'm going to be brave for him. He likes Roman candles and firecrackers, and I'm going to be brave.
Okay, Mom. This firework, it says it's from China. And so we got it from Kyle across the street, but it's the only one that we have. And if you watch me light it, then that means that it is safe, right?
well, dear, I mean, are you still You're feeling better after your electrocution, right?
My heart has never beat this fast, but other than me being a little dizzy, yes, I feel fine.
Oh, freeze!
Hey.
Freeze! I feel Independence is hurt. I'm gonna lick him and salve his wounds.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh boy.
Mary
Okay.
Lou, I got this tattoo.
Oh boy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy, easy.
Oh, hello, Esmeralda.
Excuse me.
This is a very dirty, dirty dog.
I don't think you should talk to Firecracker like that. That's not nice. And dogs can hear what you say at all times because they're smarter
Hey,
than you think.
are you from this town? I have never seen you before.
My name is Independence, and I've lived in Corksville all of my life.
Uh, why do you remind me of my childhood? Why?
I don't know.
You
Do
you
you know
you
my
have
mom?
you have the same beard as me, Independence.
I mean, I have lots of hair on my head, but my mom said that I'm just going through puberty sooner than the other boys and girls, and that it is normal, and I am not a freak.
Oh, oh, this is a weird coincidence, Independence, because when I was 11 years old back in Russia, I got my beard then. And you also got your beard when you were 11.
Mary Lou says that my significant testosterone means that it's a sign from God, and that I should read her pocket constitution.
I think Esmeralda has some questions to answer. Esmeralda,
I was just returning. Independence. Firecracker has run off. He was frightened by some sort of insect. I think it was a June bug.
Okay, I'll go find him. But Mom, this man says that we have the same beard.
The same.
Esmeralda.
Darling, you don't have a beard. Freeze. Independence does not have a beard. He's 11. I don't know what Dimitri's talking about. Unfreeze.
Freeze. This boy clearly has a beard, just like me. And I also had the beard when I was 11. And this boy looks a lot like me. Unfreeze. Esmeralda. Why does this boy look like me, Esmeralda?
I'm gonna go play Firecracker. Bye.
Run along now. Yes, Dimitri. What is your question? Oh, you were asking of my son, Independence? He's my son. I had him independently, alone.
When's his birthday?
It is, I believe it, yeah, he's a summer baby. His birthday is, yeah, it would be March the 12th.
Oh, Esmeralda. Was it March the 12th when
Hey,
the
y'all,
last time
sorry
we
to
had?
interrupt. I see you're still here, Esmeralda. That's a joy, and I'm so thrilled to be celebrating the birth of this nation, this baby nation, together with you. Could I just say, could I ask y'all to refrain from any screaming or yelling? The fireworks are starting. I don't know if you noticed. The best ones
Mary
ever
Lou,
seen.
I came to this beautiful country and I think I have created something beautiful. A beautiful child. Esmeralda, March 12 was the last time we had the thing, the sex. And we didn't use any protection. So I think Independence is my child and I created something beautiful in this country. Is it true, Esmeralda?
Freeze. I don't want Dimitri to have this child. He wronged me. What do I do? Dimitri, it's 4th of July. He's not well, you know what, Dimitri? Maybe your math is a little off, but on the right track, nonetheless. So yes, we had intercourse on March 12th. my son was not born that day, as it took about 9 months for that to happen after that. But once he was born, then yes, indeed.
Wait a second. This beautiful country, I can look anyone's record.
Please, how many times has he has to talk about this beautiful country? I mean, it's a country, everybody's got one.
Guys, you're missing the party. I'm crying. I love this country so much. Look at the stars and the shining fireworks. And gosh, Uncle Sam he's handsome. I love him. And oh, every time I think about all those patriots lining up and slapping the British around, and I just get so overwhelmed, and I want y'all to know I love you.
Mary Lou, look at this tattoo. The bald eagle.
It's a beautiful bald eagle. It looks like a seagull, but bald.
Please, when is screaming and flailing about quiet. I mean, Mary Lou is making such a scene about this 4th of July event, telling us to be quiet so she can be the center of attention tonight.
Excuse me, everyone. I gave Firecracker some new medicine, and he has something that he wants to say for the 4th of July to all of you.
I really love you all, except you, Dimitri. Anyways, I feel I want to be brave for you all, but I can't. You know, I tried so hard. I want to be brave, but the fireworks, they just scare me so much. I just want to be available for you guys, but I'm a failure. I tried. I'm just going to stay here under the bed.
Breathe. Now, I do not give one whit about the fact that dog is talking. No big deal. Let's talk about America. Let's talk about me. Me. And America. Bald eagles are beautiful. That's what should be the focus. Unfreeze.
Esmeralda, I know independence is my child. Give him to me.
Freeze.
What?
I don't even care also that my dog is talking because it's my son's dog. And second of all, well, I guess I don't really care that much about my son either. So I may as well include Dimitri in this loop.
Hey, are all of you guys, can everyone actually understand Firecracker now? And you guys are talking about like the fireworks and other things?
Freeze. This dog is talking, but I don't really care. I found my son. I built something beautiful in this country. Unfreeze.
Firecracker, I want to go home.
Yeah, I love you, Independence, the owner.
Dimitri, Independence and Firecracker, where no new home is it with me. I'm the father.
No, Independence. If you go with him, you're not gonna love me anymore, and I'm gonna be just here by myself with Braveheart too, though. but I'm gonna be here myself, and I need you, Independence, the owner.
Independence, you're coming with me.
And scene.
Insane.
Well, my house now is pretty quiet. I think I don't have my son to bother me with his random acts of electrocution or an inability to not set the dog to having a diarrhea storm all over the house. It's a lot cleaner. I have less mess, just a nice simple life as I wished. Dimitri has taken over the parenting skills, which I don't value as much as money. So, well, I'm happy for him, in a small way, that he has yet again found some salvation here in America and taken something from me that was valuable, but not that valuable. So, well, I'll just go back to my life at the bank, and I don't think will I give Dimitri the loan? Verdict's out.
So I ended up taking custody of independence in this independent country, and the lawyers, the court said that Esmeralda has to give me alimony to look after independence, and she also ended up giving me a loan. So I finally started my construction business. It's going really well. I am building the new town hall in Clarksville, and looks like this country is really getting to me. I am going to make it big. I am going to be the next billionaire of America, the first Russian billionaire in America, and I hope it dreams come true. And I hope I fly high like this bald eagle.
So things got kind of weird after the 4th of July. I did get to play with Roman candles. And the medicine I gave Firecracker, I guess, worked really well. No one seemed to care about that. But now I have to move into a different house. I'm not really excited about that because I love my mom. And as much as she don't want me playing with fireworks, I think that that's probably a good thing. And for next 4th of July, I will try and watch rather than play with them. You know, I always thought it was like fun to listen to Mary Lou because she would yell stuff that wouldn't make a lot of sense to me, but she always reminded me of like she had so much energy. She was fun. She was like if Mrs. Frizzle like was white trash and loved her country and yelled all the time. And then I have to go with Dimitri now. I don't really know that much about him. It seems like he really wanted me to be with him. And so I think that means that he really likes me. But my mom says it's really that he wants me to work in like his child labor camp. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm actually thinking I might run away with Firecracker. I think now that he can talk, he still has like, I don't know, 10 more years in him. So with new technology and everything, I think I'm going to run away with Firecracker, and you know, we can make our way to California, and I don't know, but we'll figure that out later, and at least we'll be together when we're on our way.
Oh, I've been working on myself, I'm here in obedience school. I have two problems now. I mean, the firecracker problem where I'm afraid of fireworks. They're helping me with that. And the biting, I bite out of protection and love. I mean, but they're trying to just wean me out of that biting. Well, anyways, I'm working on myself, make myself a better dog for Independence, the owner, and Braveheart. Braveheart and I are dating now. We're going to have a litter of puppies. Independence, the owner, doesn't know that. So we're going to have lots of friends. My kids are going to be braver than me. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But in this case, it's going to fall a little farther. They're not going to bite. And
Firecracker.
Yeah.
I know you're doing your interview, but do you want to go now? You can take Braveheart, but we have to go right now, and then we're going to leave. Is that okay?
Go!
Okay. Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Well, I don't know what is more shameful. The fact that the attention was on anything other than America during my beautiful soiree, or the fact that Esmeralda had intercourse with that not American person. I could not believe, I was shocked. But I have to say, I do have a soft spot for that little Independence. He is just a fun little spitball. He's got an interesting little personality. So when he showed up at my doorstep with 2 dogs, I said, go play with Jamie in the playroom. So now they're somewhere on the ranch. I don't know. Esmeralda's welcome to take him back anytime she wants. But I'm also happy to just give that kid some structure and some lessons on how to hold a bald eagle and some red, white, and blue cupcakes in the meantime. Still pretty lonely otherwise because my husband continues to be missing in action, but that's fine. I'm a strong woman.
And now we have the cast together for a Q&A.
Esmeralda, how is Independence Bank holding up these days?
Oh, the bank is doing well. We're being paid. We still have a good, it's doing as well as it always has been doing. Dimitri's construction business is surprisingly doing well. So against all my expectations, he is actually in fact paying the loan off. So we are doing okay. Thank you for asking, even though it grudges me to say that.
Dimitri, how are you bonding with your son? Is it working out well?
On my side, I think Independence and I are bonding really, really well. But sometimes he just doesn't talk and he just keeps talking to Firecracker all day. But I'm trying really hard. He is my fresh creation in this beautiful country, and I'll make him proud.
Have you seen him in the last couple of days? Or
he went to the ranch of Mary Lou.
Oh, okay.
I think he's still there somewhere.
Oh, okay.
A Firecracker, how is your oh, it's okay, dear. Yes. How are your children? And how many did you have?
I'm in my litter of puppies. Well, I'm a bit of a stud, as they say. 7, 1 for each year.
Oh, yes. And do you have a favorite or love?
Yes, my favorite is called Bitey the dog. Yes. I named them after the traits that I don't want them to have. You know, one is growly, another one is runs away a lot. You know, it's stuff like that. So they don't, you know, they do the opposite.
Do they like firecrackers?
Well, I named one of them likes quiet places like the library. He loves fireworks. Loves it. He's always out chasing after fireworks. He helps shoot them off, you know, at every parade in town.
Esmeralda, would you consider yourself a patriot?
I consider myself a bare bones patriot in the sense that I like the opportunities that America provides for a independent businesswoman to run a bank and decide who may get a loan from her. And I don't think it needs to be a big show, if I may say so. Keep it to myself.
Mary Lou, how is your ranch and estate going? Do you feel like you've imparted your patriotic ways to everyone who currently lives there?
Well, I think Independence is a sponge. He soaks up everything around him. So yes, I'm sorry, I forgot that I have an accent. Yes, he does. And also the 2 dogs seem to be real happy, snug as bugs in a rug. They play a lot with the ponies, and the little litter of puppies are all around, and all of them have got little red, white, and blue collars on, and everybody just feels truly American. You know, this is what the founding fathers envisioned, I think, personally. Yes.
Mary Lou, how many times has Esmeralda, your neighbor, come over and You checked on her kids or the dog or?
That is a question for Esmeralda. I do not want to be indiscreet, but not very many.
And see, that's our show, guys. Thank you for watching. We are the Wombats. Have a good night.
Thank you.